Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon, and we're going to talk about Jiggle physics in Farm Folks, which is a Harvest Moon type simulation game. Yeah, they got all kinds of pushback for this from their wonderful audience, and they had to apologize. And this is just kind of sad and hilarious at the same time. Because when you cater to a particular audience that is not into Jiggle physics, and then you introduce Jiggle physics, they don't take it very well. I thought it was kind of a weird choice, I'm going to be honest, but let's talk about this. I saw it in my timeline. I'm like, why are people talking about Farm Folks? Now, disclaimer, I have never played this game. Played Harvest Moon. I've played Stardew Valley. I've played games like this, but I've never played this one. My daughter might have. She's into these kind of games like Roblox and stuff like that. But I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't have put Jiggle physics in Farm Folks, but you do you, whatever you want to do, man. But yeah, I think that the more serious issue is that they had to apologize for it. Twitter, social media, etc., whatever, all these video game blogs, they made them apologize for the Jiggle physics in Farm Folks. So let's talk about the Farm Folks controversy. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to Clownfish Gaming for gameplay videos. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with that channel in terms of news and gameplay. YouTube is kind of weird. They want you to pick a lane, either your news and commentary or your gameplay, but we don't want you to do both. Go figure. So this is coming from The Gamer. Cozy Farm Sim shows off Jiggle physics following Stellar Blade drama. Farm Folks may have understood its audience. So they're blaming Stellar Blade. They're blaming Stellar Blade for this. Stellar Blade launched last week, yet you wouldn't believe it with all the talk surrounding the title to do with censorship in the game's Jiggle physics. If you were, let's say, the developer of a cozy indie farming sim that had previously shown very little concern about how bouncy their female characters' chests are, The Gamer, you have it wrong. It's female presenting. Female presenting. Get it right. Now would be the worst time to make a comment about it. However, the team behind Farm Folks thought it would be a terrific idea and recently put out an incredibly strange tweet showing off varying levels of Jiggle physics on the game's female characters, asking fans which version had the perfect jiggle. It's kind of funny because if we're talking about Stellar Blade, we're talking about Jiggle physics and video games. It is kind of funny to have that be the case. To make things stranger, the tweet was followed up by another asking fans if they wanted to see what 150% looks like, seemingly sexualizing one of their characters to an audience that has absolutely no interest in that kind of content. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. I think it's freaking hysterical, but it's also like the audience that goes for farming sims and that they're not really into tits usually too much. It's the only tits they're interested in are cow teats and milking the cows. Sometimes milking the hot farmer next door. I'm just saying that's kind of what this audience is all about. All right, folks, it's time for some serious game development talk. We're tinkering with character physics and Farm Folks. Burning question, which version has the perfect breast jiggle physics? If we're being generous, this is coming from The Gamer. It was most likely an ill-thought-out joke that spilled over into Farm Folks' official Twitter account, with the developers greatly misunderstanding what the fans are actually interested in the title for. On the other hand, Jizzle, oh my God, that's something else. Jiggle physics and censorship over sexuality is all the rage at the minute, thanks to Stellar Blade and Eve, and developer Crytivo may have thought it could muscle in on that particular audience. Now they have to apologize. On official company letterhead, I guess. Hey, folks, we like to address a recent post where we came to our community asking for feedback. Our intent is always to connect and grow with our players, but it's clear that we really missed the mark on our recent community feedback post. For that, we sincerely apologize. We had recent frequently received concerns about the female player model's breast physics in the past, and we thought we should ask the community what felt more appropriate. Unfortunately, this crossed a line. We try to foster a welcoming community, and the post and subsequent replies made many of our community members uncomfortable and alienated. The reply made about 150. I can't believe they wrote this with a straight face. The reply made about 150% physics was also inappropriate, and we apologize for that. We are taking the necessary steps to learn from this, and we're committed to doing better moving forward. We value the feedback of our community and work hard to include everyone in the discussion. We want to create a game that feels alive, which is why we pay close attention to every aspect of our world, from how weather and time affects the world to characters' interactive presences within it. And their tits. We pay close attention to their titties. We want everyone to feel included in the game development, and we will be reevaluating how to best interact with the community, as well as how to best ask for feedback from the community in the future. Your input is instrumental as we continue to develop Farm Folks. We'll keep sharing updates and progress on X and Discord. Your enjoyment and how you choose to experience our world is our utmost priority. Thank you for being part of our journey, and your support and your understanding. Who can reply? Only accounts at Farm Folks Game that mentioned can reply. Grums gets in there. The correct response would have been to get 200% as another joke and completely make them lose their minds. At which point your game would have gotten 10 times the support and visibility. That's probably true. If you had a farm sim where the ladies all had big knockers and wore Daisy Dukes, call them the milkmaids, I think you would have a hit on your hand. They probably have a game like that from Japan. If I had to guess, they probably have a game called Farm Sim Milkmaid something. Congratulations, your game is going to sell less. Companies need to learn to grow a backbone and stand by the principles they desire. If you truly want Jiggle physics, then go with it. Fight, you cowards. Fight. Hey, Savvy. Damn, fam, never apologize for the memes and good times. Still looking forward to checking out the game, though. Be glad your post did attract new eyes. The correct answer to dealing with a mob that's offended about breasts is to make them bigger and bouncier. Repeat until they shut up, or the laws of physics start to unravel. Should apologize. You should not apologize. Let's see what the retweets look like on this one. I'm sure there's something else. Quote tweets. Lorena Krill says, you never should have bent the knee. What people may not realize, says Sickly the Ninja, is that the CEO of Farm Folks Game was harassed yesterday for most of the afternoon by people who don't even care about the game. That probably is true, resulting in the half-baked apology over the Jiggle physics. And it probably came from the lovely, inclusive gaming community, the gaming journos, Resetera, many Discords, the same people that are ass mad about Stellar Blade are ass mad about tits. Just give her a big ass, a big juicy jiggly ass in Farm Folks. That would sell a lot of copies. Black Sage D sends us tips every once in a while. He said, gaming's fucked with a bunch of C words. You can use your imagination. This apology sucks. Don't try to cover it up by making an excuse. Addressing concerns on boobs. Who is concerned about these jiggles? Don't worry, I took screenshots. You can't make posts like this just disappear. I feel like I'm in 2016 again. Yeah, I know. It's starting to feel that way, isn't it? I just got done saying, and this is why I'm so pissed. I just got done saying it felt like the worst of the cancel culture, puritanical bullshit was behind us. And now because of Stellar Blade and because these gaming journos are losing their jobs in droves and gaming developers are losing their jobs in droves, now they're freaking out and they're trying to police the indie game space. And they're just going, I mean, this is the same kind of madness that we see in tabletop gaming right now, where even if you have a nothing game that nobody is really buying, maybe you sold a couple hundred copies through Kickstarter or something, they're going to police your social media to try to catch you on something to get those 200 people that bought your game angry at you. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. And these people have nothing better to do with their time. And I would not be surprised. I mean, this is just speculation on my part. I would not be surprised if gaming journos weren't behind this, if game developers who just recently lost their jobs weren't behind this, because we're trying to do everything we can do to discredit indie games. That is my personal opinion. It feels coordinated. It feels like there are people that just on the prowl on social media looking for things to be aggrieved about. Cinder Shao, you're being foolish. There's nothing wrong with the first tweet. It was fun and there's nothing wrong with it. It legit showed how many got up in arms over living online. Sniping is fun, says bending the knee to the crazies, crying about your joke is not a good look. Yeah, I would just say, like, guess you guys don't like jiggle physics. I don't know. Whatever. Never apologize to the mob. Nothing will ever be enough for them to fight back. So what happens when you do this, when you walk it back? Two things. One, the group that you're pandering to is going to turn on you. Right. And they're going to smell blood in the water, and they're going to know that you're weak, and they're going to keep harassing you. OK, and in some cases, it ends very, very badly with people deleting themselves. And this has happened recently in comics. It's horrible. But then the people that normally would have supported your game for having a backbone and standing up aren't going to support you either, because they're going to be like, you're pussies. You know, there's no way to win this. Just put it out there and be like, I guess you guys don't like big jiggly tits then. Okay, back to farming. Game dev should ironically start adding fat people to the game where every part of their body jiggles except the breast and ass area, just to poke fun to people that complain about loose fat jiggling. That would be hilarious. Sadly, they signed the "Let's defend this game from the woke's" death warrant the moment they made an unfunny boob joke about their farm sim game. Now, yeah, I actually am going to agree. It is kind of weird for a farm sim to go down that road, but if they want to, that's fine. I thought it was like, of all the games, it's like action game, okay, RPG, yeah, okay, dating sim, absolutely. Farm sim? That'd be like if Harvest Moon all of a sudden was like, hey, yeah, the new farmer, the new player character, he's got the biggest testicles, the biggest balls. And he's going to be helping out the Tanukis in the village, and they're going to build this, this farming community for people with very, very large packages. It's called Harvest Moon Special Delivery. I don't know. It's probably not very funny. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It is kind of weird. Harvest Moon Special Delivery. That probably is a game. If it's not, it should be. All the chuds and porn addicts are so easily offended by censorship. I'm glad we aren't that bad. This is the funniest shit. I love indie games. Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is what gets me, is that they're going after indie developers now. So this is Kotaku, of course, Farm Folks CEO on boob physics. We don't want to attract nasty people. We don't want to attract nasty people. So this is coming from where? This is a response on Discord? Yeah, Discord. Alex K. First of all, if our post in some shape or form offended you, it was never our intention, and we work hard to put smiles on our fans' faces. It seems like our last post triggered a lot of negative emotions. Why would you post this screenshot, Kotaku, when it only had like 2 upvotes? Like only 2 people were upset. I mean, well, it doesn't take much though, right? Look at Carol Lynn. She got fired from Limited Run Games because one single brony got pissed off about a bathroom tweet she made 7 years ago. That's all it took. These developers, these indie developers, are so scared of their own beloved community. I mean, if you're so terrified of your quote unquote fans, they're not really your fucking fans, are they? They're not really your consumers, because most of these people don't buy shit. They complain about it online, but they don't actually buy anything. Actually, most of the people that buy shit aren't interacting with you online at all. They see it on Steam and they buy it. But if you're so afraid of your fandom, your own fans, maybe you should get different fans. That's just my personal opinion. If you're so terrified of your own audience, you need to pivot. But whatever. Anyway, he goes on to say, we invest a lot of energy and effort into the game. We want it to be beautiful and immersive. We pay attention to a lot of details, such as character interactions with the world, how they react to water, leaving footprints, how hair and backpacks move, and so on. So it felt natural to apply physics to breasts. It was not done to disrespect anyone or offend. Of course, the main goal is to make the world semi-realistic. Yada, 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 yada. So, look, oh my God, they're going through. Oh my God. So Kotaku's like pointing out their older social media posts. Come the fuck on. That's over a farm sim. Over a farm sim. Seriously, Kotaku. I'd say you have nothing better to do. Aren't you supposed to be doing game guides? Couldn't you be doing like a farm folks game guide or something instead of attacking this guy? So there it is, guys. Farm folks under attack over breasts. You can't make this up. This is the utter state of gaming, and they're going to come after indie developers now because we're running out of AAA titles, right? AAA is imploding, so now they're going to be paying a lot closer attention to indie games. It's my personal opinion. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.